welcome to this morning flow for raw new beginners. We are outdoor in beautiful northern Norway in fresh air. So before we start, we find a comfortable position. So if you want to start sitting or do you want to lay down, just feel what's most comfortable for you. So we start off with just connecting to our body and our breathing. So you may close your eyes and just tune into yourself, just checking into your body. How are you feeling today? Your energy level, and just how are you feeling? Is there any thoughts going on? See if you can start to tune into right here, right now, by attending your breathing. So from here we are breathing in through the nose all the way down into the belly, and as you breathe out you may open your mouth and just visualize that you're breathing into this big blue balloon. So you're doing this breathing exercise, just calming down. So we are breathing in through the nose all the way down into the belly, and when you're exhale, you just open your mouth and let it all out in this blue big balloon. So do this a couple of more times, just in your own flow. Just being with your breathing at this very moment. Connecting to your body here on the mat, in this beautiful open air surrounding. So from here, on your next inhale, you breathe all the way down into your belly, and then you're closing your mouth and exhaling through the nose. We're starting to tune into this yoga breathing, where we are breathing in and out through the nose. And see if you can even count your breath by breathing in, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 5 or 6. And on your exhale, see if you can pace your breath on the same length, so you're creating this long, even breathing, deep, calm breathing. So we're starting to warming up our body from the inside by breathing in and out through the nose. And this breath you are going to take with you and use throughout this yoga practice this morning to create a flow between your movements and your breaths. So one more time, we are inhaling all the way down, and as you're exhale, you may blink your eyes open, just maybe move a little bit on your fingers, and on your next inhale, you lift your hands all the way up to the sky, stretching your spine, and exhale, twisting towards the right, and place your left hand on your right knee, and placing your right hand a little bit behind you, and you may see if you can Look over your right shoulder and continue to breathe here. This calm breathing in and out through your nose. And on your next inhale, you slowly lift your hands up to the sky. And on your exhale, you're placing your right hand on your left knee and your left arm. See if you can just swing it or place it somewhere behind you, and see if you can look over your left shoulder. So one more time, you're inhaling, lifting the hands all the way up to the sky, and exhale, twisting towards your right. And see if you can create this long spine, almost that you're imagining there's something on top of your head, just pulling your spine and your head towards the sky, making it long and nice. And on your next inhale, again, last time, lifting your hands up to the sky, and exhale, twisting over to your left side, over. And on your next inhale, lifting your hands up to the sky, placing your palm together and moving down to your heart center. And before we move on, you can, if you have an intention for this first yoga class, you may set an intention. It may be to maybe explore and just open your heart for whatever is coming up through this next 60-minute class. So go ahead, set your intention, and from here just placing your hands beside you and wrap your feet, and we're going to start by laying down. So just find a comfortable position all the way down, and for this start, we're gonna start by waking up our backside of our legs. You told me that you have a sore back, so you can take your blue sweater and lift up your right leg and place your blue sweater somewhere underneath your feet, and then slowly stretching out your right foot. And if it feels comfortable, you can stretch out your left leg here. Just check in with your lower back here and just continue to breathe. You may think that your left toes and your knees are pointing up towards the sky, so good. And try and relax here. Continue to breathe in and out your nose. Try and relax your shoulders. And a couple of more breaths here. And on your next exhale, you're bending your right knee, letting go of your blue sweater, and then you're folding your hands around your right knee, and see if you on an inhale can just pull your knee down towards your belly and a little bit towards your armpit, your right armpit. And continue to breathe here. Maybe close your eyes and just be with your breath and start circling with your ankle. Just create this little movement, waking up this tiny little area. And you may turn to the other side. Now just continue to breathe this fresh sea air. And from here, You place your left foot into the mat, and then you place your right ankle towards your left knee, like this. And see here if you can push your right knee a little bit from your right ear, and if you have it available in your body, see if you can grab a hold on your left thigh or even around your left knee. And since we didn't have a yoga belt here to support us, it might be, yeah, feels good just to be here. So we're trying to open up a little bit in our hips. So a couple of more breaths here. And then on your next exhale, just place both of your feet back into the mat, hip distance apart. And then you grab hold on your blue sweater again, lifting your left foot and just placing the blue sweater around your left foot, raising your leg up to the sky, and just see here if you can stretch out your right leg, making sure your toes are pointing up to the sky, relaxing your shoulders, just staying here with your breath, breathing in and out through the nose, stretching out the backside area of your leg. And then again on your next exhale, just bending your knee, your left knee, letting go of the blue sweater, and then grab a hold around your left knee. And on your, maybe on an inhale, you just see if you can pull your knee a little bit towards your stomach or your left armpit. And it feels very good to circle a little bit with your ankle here. And then from here, just placing your right foot into the ground and placing your left ankle towards the right knee. And again, it may be different on the other side. Let's see here if you are able to grab hold on your right thigh or even around the leg. But the most important thing here is that your spine are in contact with the mat, that you are relaxing here, your head. And again, try to see if you can push your left knee away from the left ear, so you're creating this stretch. Thank you. And on your next exhale, just slowly letting go of the grip, placing both feet into the mat, your hands down on your side, and just with your both knee, just slowly make your way over to the left side. So we're getting into this gentle spine twist, and here if it feels good, you can stretch out your right hand or even both. It's like just ease into it and see what feels good for you. And continue to be with your breath. Embracing the sun. So on your next inhale, slowly make your way back into center, and your knees are moving over to the opposite side. Getting into this very gentle stretch or twist. And from here, just take with you your left arm over to the right side, so your knee and your arm are together on the right side, and support yourself the best way to get up into a knee position. So we are moving into child pose. So you can choose here if you want to have your legs, your knees apart or together. So if you have them apart, make sure your toes are touching each other, and see if you can place your hands in front of you and just let your pannen, your front head touch down into the mat. Just continue to breathe here, spreading your fingers, connecting to the ground. On your next exhale, just see if you can even let your lower back just sink a little bit more down into your heels. Just lengthen your spine. So this is the pose you can always get back into during yoga when maybe you feel that your body needs a break. So it's a really good yoga pose to tune into yourself and just be with yourself. And you can even use this as an alternative instead of doing downward facing dog. Yeah. So on your next inhale, you slowly make your way up into this tabletop position, placing your knees underneath your hip and your hands underneath your shoulder. Make sure your fingers are spread. We're going into this cat and cow movement. So we are breathing in, swaying the back. You may even bend your elbow a little bit just to open up for the heart, looking forward. Exhaling, curving your back up to the sky, looking down, maybe between your knees, and then just continue here in your own pace. Even maybe closing your eyes and just see if you can breathe yourself into your spine, maybe in areas you might need more movement. And a couple of more here, just to waking up spine. Then we're getting into this neutral position, and we're starting to make some circles here. So we are breathing in and breathing out, just moving a little bit back, breathing in, just creating some movements in joints, hips. But there's nothing that's right and wrong. Just try and explore how it feels to move this way. So we're changing direction. One more round. Good, and getting back into neutral, placing your toe into the mat. And on the next exhale, just push your hips up to the sky, starting to walk here by bending your knees. So we're in a downward facing dog. Make sure your fingers are spread, relaxing your shoulder, just bending your knees, just walking a little bit out, stretching out your back. Good. And we're walking a little bit further back on the mat, so we're getting into this almost high plank position. And then you're bending your knees, placing your knee to the ground. Your toes may be in the mat, so you're breathing in here, and on your exhale, see if you can bend your elbows, lower into a low plank. Breathing in, pushing the ground away, breathing out. Lower one more time. And some strengthening. And on your next exhale, we are getting all the way down. Untuck your toe. And we're breathing in, pushing the ground away, looking a little bit up into cobra. Breathing out, lower. A couple of more here. Just breathing in and out. And out. And from here, we're placing the hands outside our shoulder. See if you can place, like almost that you have a cupcake underneath your fingers. So we are getting up to the fingertip. So we are breathing in, lifting up. And on your exhale, we're going to twist. So you're going to put your left shoulder down into the mat and look over your right shoulder. And again, breathing in, lifting. And breathing out, just waking up our spine, twisting. Breathing in. And breathing out. A couple more here. Making sure we're getting warmer. The sun is already very warm. And one more on the other side, and on your next inhale, back into the middle, and exhale. We're getting down and we're getting into this swing pose. So by placing your hand, your underarm into the ground, make sure you have your elbow in line with your shoulder, spreading your fingers. So see here if you can just really open the chest and be careful about your core here. So see if you can draw your navel towards your spine and continue to breathe in and out through the nose. And then placing your toe into the mat, and on the exhale just lift your butt up so you're getting into this modified plank. And just continue to breathe here, drawing your navel up towards the spine. Maybe your breath is a little bit restricted, but it's all okay. And then slowly make your way down again and tuck your toes, and on your next inhale just lift up your chest again into this swings pose. Strengthen your spine, and one more time put your toes into the mat and lift up, lift down. Getting all the way down again, and placing your hand beside your chest area. So we're going to go into this upward facing dog. So make sure your elbow is pointing back and all your 10 toes are touching into the mat. So on your next inhale, see if you can push the ground away from you and just stretching out your elbow, just looking a little bit tiny forward. So not like overdoing it, but yeah. How does it feel?
Yeah, heavy.
It's heavy, yeah, it is. So put your knees into the ground and make your way back into child pose. Stretching your spine. So instead of doing this upward facing dog, you can go into cobra while we're doing sun salutation as an alternative. So on your next inhale, get up into tabletop, put your toes into the ground, and on your next exhale, just push again your hip up to the sky, bending your knees and getting up to toes. So, whoops. And from here, you're just bending your knees a little bit more and you start walking towards your hand. Just bend your knees. And then inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fall forward. And here you might grab your elbows. So we're in this Fjeld tøydukken in Norwegian. Ragdoll. Thank you. And so here you can just continue to breathe. Maybe just even swing a little bit with your arms. Just loosen a little bit up. Maybe a circle a little bit with your wrists. Yeah. So on your next inhale, slowly make your way up to standing position, vertebra by vertebra. Exhaling, and then inhale. Lift your hands up to the sky and hook your tongue together, spreading all your fingers, maybe even lifting your toes. This beautiful body stretch. Ah, nice. And then make your hand into this revolver position and place your overarm in line with your ear, breathing in, and on your exhale just bending over to one side. This beautiful side twist. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. And then inhale back into center and exhale on your other side. And then on your next inhale, back into center, palms together, and exhaling, palms to heart center. So then we're going into sun salutation. We've been warming up our body a little bit more. So we're breathing in, stretching up, looking up, breathing out, bend your knees and fall forward. Breathing in, place your hand to your skin leg, lengthen your spine. Breathing out, place your hand into the mat, and then you can walk or jump back into a high plank. And then you may lower all the way down. So place your knee and your hip and your belly all the way down and tuck your toes. Breathing in, lifting up into cobra. Breathing out, push yourself back into child pose. And breathing in into tabletop. Put your toes into the mat and exhale. Hip up towards the sky. And so here, make sure you're bending a little bit in your knees. Good. And you're up on your toe, making sure your hip is the highest point. Your neck are relaxed. You're pressing all fingers into the ground. Using your core here. And on your next exhale, you may walk or jump up toward your hands. And then inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, make your way all the way up. Hands up to the sky, look up. And breathing out, connecting your palm down to heart center. One more, breathing in, look up. Breathing out, bend your knees, fall forward. Breathing in, lengthen your spine. Breathing out, jump or walk to a high plank. And here you may choose getting all the way down or into a low plank, flipping your toes. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, make your way back into downward facing dog. So just continue here. using your breath. Be mindful about your core, so draw your navel towards your spine. See if you can breathe a little bit more in the upper part of the chest. Relaxing your neck. And on your next exhale, jump or walk forward to your hand. Inhaling, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, bending your knees and make your way all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, palm to heart center. Last time, breathing in and breathing out, fall forward. Breathing in, lengthen your spine. Breathing out, make your way back into this high plank. And choose to lower or make your way all the way down into inhaling to cobra or upward facing dog. Flipping your toe if you want to, and make your way on an exhale down into downward facing dog. Now just continue. Try and find the ease in this pose. Lengthen your spine. And from here we're going to do a little bit more core work and waking our body. So we are inhaling, lifting our right knee, and exhaling, taking your knee to your right elbow. Inhaling, lifting your right foot again. Exhaling, the right knee to your left elbow. Inhaling, lifting, and this time exhaling, trying to reach your nose or your forehead with your knee. Inhaling, lifting, and exhaling, placing your right hand on the inside of your right foot. Your right foot in the inside of the right hand. Lower your left knee, untucking your toes, and on your next inhale, just reach up towards the sky. Just getting some energy. And from here, on your exhale, lower your hand behind your seat and place your left toe into the mat, and see here if you can open your chest a little bit by almost tucking your shoulder toward your spine. You may look up or even down. What's best for your neck? And try to stay connected with your core, drawing your navel towards your spine. And on your next exhale, just place your hand into the mat, and then we're going to lift up into this high lunge position. So slowly make your way up. You may even want to bend your back leg if you feel like you're more forward bended. Try finding ease here. So working on the balance. So breathing in, reaching up, breathing out, rolling back. Again, just do it in your own pace. Just getting some circulation. A couple more here. One more. And on your exhale, we're getting back with your hands into the mat. And then you're going to lift your right hand up towards the the sky, the ceiling if you're outside. And look up or even down. And try to see if you can kick some energy out of your... Okay, so you may place your left knee to the ground, and from here we're getting back into a high plank. Are you okay? Yeah. And exhale, we are placing the knee, your hip all the way down. Inhaling for cobra. And exhaling, push your way back into child pose. So into child pose, just taking a couple of breaths here. And see if you can lower your seat by making space between your knees. Okay, so on your next inhale, we're getting back into tabletop and placing the feet into the ground, and on your next exhale, back into downward facing dog. So this time we're getting into our left side. So we're doing this core strengthening three-legged dog. So we're breathing in, lifting left leg. Breathing out, placing the left leg towards the left elbow. Breathing in, lifting. Breathing out to the right elbow. Breathing in, lifting. And breathing out, try to reach your nose or the forehead. Breathing in, lifting. And breathing out, placing your foot on the inside of your left hand. The right knee come down and tuck your toe. Inhaling, lifting up towards the sky. And then we're going to do this heart opening again. So on the exhale, hands come back on the seat, maybe folding them. Put your right toe into the mat and see here if you can open a little bit up. So every time we are opening the chest, we're welcoming new energy in to our body. So from here, we're gonna go back into this high lunge position. So we are exhaling and tucking the fingers, placing them into the mat, and on your next inhale, just raising yourself up, trying to find the balance. You can even bend the back knee and see if that's helping you. So we're working here some muscles and the core. So on your next inhale, lifting up, exhale, lower back. Inhale and exhale. A couple more here. Just creating some blood flow into the shoulder. One more. And then on your exhale, placing your hand into the mat and inhaling, lifting your left hand towards the sky. And if you feel this is too intense, place your right knee into the mat to support yourself if you find this position is too much for your lower back or leg. So on your next exhale, again placing your hand and walk back into this high plank, going through vinyasa. Exhaling into low plank or all the way down. Inhaling for cobra or upward dog, and exhaling, make yourself your way back into downward facing dog. You might want to walk here, just bending one on one knee, just breathing. So on your next exhale, you're bending your knee, look forward, jump or hop towards your hand. Inhaling, lengthen your spine. Exhaling, fall forward. Inhaling, lifting all the way up, look up. And exhaling, hands to heart center. So we're going to do one more round here of Sun B. Get some more core. So we're bending our knee just like you're sitting in a chair. Bending your knee, try to contain a lengthening in your spine, and then inhale, lifting your arms up, look up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, jump or walk back into a high plank. Then lower into chaturanga or all the way down. Inhaling, lifting for cobra or upward dog. Exhaling, make your way back into downward facing dog. Then inhaling, lifting your right leg up. Exhaling, placing your right leg on the inside on your right hand. You may use your hand to help. Placing your back feet in 30 to 35 degree, making sure your front leg are bended, and on your next inhale you're lifting your upper body up and your hands looking up into warrior one, and then exhale back into low plank. So high plank to low, inhaling by flipping your toe, even if in an upward dog or cobra. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. And then on your next inhale, lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhaling, placing your left foot on the inside on the left hand, making sure your back foot are 30 to 35 degree, front leg are bended. Inhaling, lifting up, and exhaling back into high plank, into low plank, flipping your toe, and inhale for upward facing dog, and exhale downward facing dog by flipping your toe. Continue to breathe here. And from here, your next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky, and this time you're bending your right knee, and make sure your hand and your left foot is in contact with the ground. So just continue to look down. You might want to walk your hand a little bit back so your left foot are also touching the ground. Good. Bending your knee, continue to breathe. And on your next exhale, place your right foot on the inside on your right hand. So right foot all the way up towards your right hand. And inhaling, lifting your upper body up into a standing position. And then you want to place your back foot so it's parallel with the short side of your mat. Bending your front knee, making sure you have a line from your your front foot heel towards your back heel. You're getting into warrior two. So placing your hands in shoulder high position, looking over your fingertip, and just connecting to your core. Feel the strength here, and then we're gonna reverse it. So on an exhale, reverse your hand. Inhaling, taking your right hand over to your left side, placing your left hand on the left leg. See if you can look into your elbow or hand. Yeah, good. Stretching out here. Continue to breathe with closed mouth. And on the next inhale, get back into center. Exhaling, placing your right elbow on the right knee. Stretching your left hand over and looking into your left hand or even your elbow. Just continue to breathe here. And then on your next exhale, just make your way all the way down on one hand, on the one hand on each foot and make yourself the way down to high plank, into a low plank, inhaling, flipping toes into upward facing dog, and exhaling down into downward facing dog. Always continue to breathe in, find calmness. Deep breath, relaxing the neck. And on your next inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky, bending your knee, and then walk a little bit back with your hands so your right heel are touching the mat. This is like a three-legged dog where we are opening the hips. So try and see if you can inhale, just let your knee look up towards the sky, and you continue to work here with your upper body. And on your next exhale, placing your left foot on the inside on your left hand. Good. And inhaling, lifting your body up. We're getting into this warrior two position, so we want to make sure that your back foot is parallel with the short side of the mat. Yeah, your hands are in shoulder height, looking over your fingertips, bending your front knee a little bit. And here also you want to think that your knee are searching towards your little pinky toe. Yeah. And your core, feeling the warrior, the strength in your body. And then on the exhale, you're flipping your hands, yeah. And then inhaling, taking your left arm over to the other side, placing your right hand on the right thigh. And you may want to see if you can look into your elbow or even your hand. Your front knee are still bended. Good. And on your next inhale, make your way all over into center. Standing up, exhaling, placing your left elbow on your left knee, your thigh, and pulling your right hand over towards me like you're trying to reach something. So we are trying to create this long, beautiful line all the way on your right side of your body. Continue to breathe here. Then we're going through this vinyasa. So on your next exhale, we're placing the hand on each side of your front foot and make your way into high plank, into lower plank, or all the way down on your exhale. So tucking your toe, inhaling and exhaling, flipping your foot again, and then into downward facing dog. Good. Bend your knee a little bit. Make sure you're on your toes so you can send your hip all the way up to the sky. Lengthen your spine. Good. So for the closing, we are getting into this squat malasana. So on your next exhale, you want to bend your knee or jump or hop in mat wide distance behind your hand. Yeah. So placing your elbow on the inside of your knee, palm connected. And see if you can, your heels can search down to the mat. And the intention here is to create this long spine. So imagine there's like your seat or on each exhale, just sinking down to the mat, and you're trying to lengthen towards your spine and all the way up to the top of your head. And then we're gonna open up here. So placing your right hand on the outside on your right foot, and inhaling, lifting your left hand up to the sky, looking up. couple more breaths here. And then exhale, placing your left hand on the outside of your left foot. Inhaling, lifting your right hand up to the sky and look up. Then exhaling back into this high plank. And lower or make your way down into cobra or upward dog on the inhale. And then exhaling down into downward facing dog. This is the last one. So you may want to walk a little bit, bending your knees, just relaxing your neck. Just see if you can connect with your core. Good. Long spine. Deep breathing in and out through the nose. And from here, place your knee into the mat. And tuck your toe and get into this last child pose. Just really lengthen your spine. And searching back into the ground, Mother Earth. And just slowly make your hands over to the right side and tilt your right side on the side. Folding your legs in front of you, and just make yourself a little bit way up towards your mat. And from here, place your hand on each side of the knees, making sure your core is on by pulling your navel towards the spine, and see if you can roll your lower back slowly all the way down back into the mat. Placing your hands on each side and place your feet here in a hip distance apart. Making sure that your 10 toes are really pressing down into your mat. And on your next inhale, lift your hip up towards the sky. Lifting your seat, into this bridge pose. And you want to think here your knees are gonna point forwards. And if it feels here that you can wrap your hands underneath your seat, and then kind of roll your shoulders towards the spine, so that you actually feel that you're resting on your shoulders. So I'm like lifting up, wrapping, and then I'm kind of rolling my shoulders in towards the spine. This is a heart opener. Getting more energy here. How does it feel for you just connecting your palms, like knytte hendene? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So on your next exhale, just unlock your hands and just roll your lower back into the mat. And then walk your feet a little bit further down to the mat in a mat distance apart. And then clink your knee together like this. And place your hand into cactus arm, so your elbow is like 90 degrees. And we're gonna do this dynamic lower back movement. So we're inhaling and then exhaling, letting the knees fall toward one side, maybe the left or right. Inhaling back into center, exhaling, other side. This is called vindusviskere, windshields I think it's in English. So inhaling back into center and exhaling on one side. Or even if you want to just hang out on one side, you may do so if it feels good for your lower back. Yeah. And maybe change side, the last side. And then on your next inhale, back into center with your feet. Place your hand on the side and just lift your feet up towards the sky. Just reversing some bloodstream and just feel, I mean, if it feels really like restricted in your back leg, you can just bend your knee and put your hands around your knee. But if this feels good, you can just circle with your ankle. Just continue to breathe here and just reversing everything back into core and your heart, the bloodstream. And then we're going into this last pose, a happy baby. So we're bending our knee, and then see if you can place your elbow on the inside of your knee and grab hold of your in leg, ankle, or even outside on your foot. If this feels really uncomfortable, a really good one is also just to hold around your knee and just make some circle, massaging your lower back. And from here, we're going into Savasana, relaxation, off-spending. So slowly put your knees together and just make your feet down to the ground, to the mat, and place your hand on each side of the body. Just letting go of this deep breathing in and out through the nose, and just letting go of everything that just have been, and just try and see if you can tune into what is right here and right now. Any sensation in the surrounding, just welcoming it in. Just be. Relaxing your body, your feet, your leg, your thighs, your lower back, your shoulders, arms, underarms, fingers, your shoulder, your head. Just relaxing your jaw, your eyes, just being with your normal breathing, the surroundings, this beautiful day. Just notice the sound from the sea. Being who you are. connected with yourself. This beautiful environment. Everything is just where it is. On your next inhale, just slowly starting to move your fingers, your toes. Maybe on your next inhale, just stretching your arms behind over towards your head, getting into this full body stretch. And on your next exhale, just slowly make your way over to one side, whatever side you prefer. So from here, you wanna slowly blink your eyes open and support yourself the best way you can, making your way all the way up into this ending position. You may wanna fold your legs or just wrap them, placing your hands somewhere on your knee, and inviting you to just close your eyes and just be in this moment and connecting to your body, your mind, your breathing. And from here, if you want to place your hands together in front of your heart, palms together. And if there anything you want to bring up, your intention that you set up for yourself in the start, or is there a word or anything that you need to take with you throughout this day? You might want to just bring it up to your mind or just say it inside of you. And let it grow on an inhale. And from here, you can give yourself a thankfulness, a thought of thankfulness for what you just have done for yourself and for your body, your mind, and your soul. And then bring that thankfulness towards other people that you might have close or not so close to you. Bring that thankfulness to animals, all animals on this earth, and even bring thankfulness into this beautiful surrounding that we are so lucky to live in peace. Just be able to wake up in these surroundings. And from here, just breathing in, lengthen your spine, and namaste.